Good morning guys, it's Rosa here. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm here today to do a little fabric haul and sewing plans video for you. Now it has been ages since I've done one of these videos, so I'm really excited to show you some of the bits and pieces that I've been picking up. I've actually got into knitting a little bit, so I'll share that with you at the end if you're into knitting, I don't know. And I'll also be sharing with you the winner of the giveaway, so that's really exciting too. So I will put in the box down below where in the video it's going to be that I announce who that is, so you can just skip right to that if that's what you're here and you're interested to see. So without further ado, let's get started. I will quickly show you what I am wearing. I'm wearing two Tilly and the Buttons patterns today, but both of them I've hacked a little bit, and I also made these little earrings, but I mean these aren't exactly hard to make. I just bought some tassels and put them onto hooks because I really like all the tassel earrings I've seen everywhere, but I have like super sensitive skin. And I found this shop on eBay where you can buy gold plated earring backs. I think it was £2 a pair or something, which I thought was very reasonable. And I don't seem to be having allergic reactions, so yay, I can wear them. Anyway, so I made the earrings, but they were a really quick and easy little thing. And I also made my t-shirt. This is a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top, but as you know, the Agnes top has a scoop neck, but I've hacked it to have a slash neck, and I've actually filmed a tutorial for this. So keep looking out in the next week or so. I'll put a tutorial for this top up on my channel. And I'm also wearing it with my marigold trousers, which I have hacked to have the paper bag waist, and in my last makes video I kind of explained how I did that, and it's super duper easy, but I love these trousers. There they are. Ta-da! Yeah, they're quite fun, and they've got little pockets, and I would say these are both really great, not like for your first project, but if you're a beginner, I think both these patterns are awesome. And you know, as we all know, Tilly and the Button instructions, you can't beat them if you're a beginner looking for a really great sew. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to share with you are some absolutely gorgeous fabrics, which my boyfriend has actually bought for me to make him some work shirts. Now I'm on holiday at the moment, as some of you guys know. I'm a teacher. So I'm really super lucky that I don't need to go to work for August. So I've been doing some sewing for myself. To be fair, I've been away quite a lot as well. We've had people staying with us, so we've been super busy, but this week I've had some quieter time, and he's bought these amazing Japanese fabrics, which I'm making some work shirts for him. So this is the first one, and this is actually one that I've nearly finished. I just need to do my hand stitching and then the buttonholes. I love this. Look at this amazing print. Isn't it so cool? And the brand, I think, I'll just check that. Yeah, the brand is called Seven Berry. I got these from Doughties. I could be pronouncing that wrong, so apologies, Doughties, if I'm saying your name wrong, but I'll link them all down below because they are absolutely stunning. So Seven Berry are Japanese fabrics, and I think they're all produced in Japan. Yeah, it says it on the selvage of this one here. And this is the first one. And it's a really lovely classic print. So it kind of reminds me of like beautiful Japanese paintings, like, you know, the Hokusai paintings with the big waves. So yeah, love that one. And he's bought two more. This one actually does have waves on it, so even more of a resemblance. I love this one. This is my absolute favourite. Look at the gorgeous wavy patterns. So these are all 100% cotton, and they're, I would say, a medium to almost heavyweight, but not completely. They have a really nice drape to them, as you can see. But they're really stunning. This from a distance kind of reads again like a texture, but when you look up close, it's got this gorgeous print. This is my favourite one of the three, I think. And the last one is this blue, which I also really like. And this will be really great. I like when I'm making shirts, if I have something that has like clear lines on, because it makes like pressing your button band and everything so much easier, because you can just follow the lines. So yeah, so he's getting 3 work shirts. He's very lucky. And the pattern that I'm using, and I'm going to use the same pattern for all of them, because we tried a couple of shirt patterns out, but as soon as you find a classic shirt pattern that fits, I mean, why would you try any more? We've just got it nailed, and I think he quite likes like a slim fit. And the pattern that we're using, which is our tried and true, I've used it to make his Christmas present shirts. If you guys, I'll leave a link maybe at the end of this video to my Christmas present makes, and you can see it made up, all finished. I made it in some Liberty lawn and Liberty corduroy for Christmas, but it's this Burda style 6874. But I actually bought a new copy of this because it was a very slim fit, the one that I made for Christmas, but it was again in this very light Tyner lawn, and I figured because these fabrics are slightly firmer, I wanted to size up just one size, and I've stupidly already cut into it, so I've actually got 2 copies of this now, one which is in a slightly smaller size and one in a slightly larger size, so that if I'm using a lightweight fabric to make him a shirt, I can use the smaller one, and if I'm using a heavyweight fabric, I will use the slightly bigger one. It might sound a bit weird, but it's a really good shirt pattern, guys. It's really not that complicated. I'll show you the line drawings. There you go. It's not overly complicated. There's an option for a lapped button band. The only alteration that I make is I don't actually do the cuff how they do it. I use a bias binding method, and I'll show you. It's not all finished yet, obviously. It's the collar, but I actually make my little button band using bias binding because I find it a lot easier. I'll show you more correctly. I'll show you more clearly when I've finished it, obviously, and I'll put some pictures in of him wearing them, if he'll let me. But yeah, I'm really excited about those fabrics, and I mean, they don't have to be for men's shirts, obviously. You could, I think this would make a really nice, see the Charlie caftan pattern that's come out? I think that would look awesome. So yeah, those are my first fabrics, those 3 there. Now again, I didn't have to pay for those, so that's quite nice, but I still get to make them, and I really enjoy shirt making, and I actually really enjoy making things for the people. So now on to things for me, because I'm going to be selfish now. So I'm actually looking to really start sewing for autumn now. We're heading back to work very soon, and my first fabric I've got is some velvet. Now I love sewing with velvet. This is from Fabricland, my fave. And it's this, oh god, it's so wrinkly, sorry, it's just kind of just come off the drying rack, but it's this gorgeous shade of kind of bubblegum pink. It's actually coming up a bit blue toned on the camera. In reality, it's not that brassy, is that the right word for it? But it's actually a really lovely pink, and I'm going to be making, I hope, a little mini skirt. Now I have quite a few mini skirt patterns in my stash, but I think I'm going to go for the Erin skirt, and I'm going to put some jeans buttons up the front in silver because I thought that would look great. Now I'm already though covered in stuff. I literally just picked it up and I'm covered in bits of velvet. So the downside, this is cotton velvet. I think it was £6.60 or something per metre. The downside to working with cotton velvet is it frays horribly. Ugh, it's a bit of a nightmare. So I'm probably going to bias bind all the inside seams. And the good thing with just doing a mini skirt is it will only have 2 seams that are exposed. Everything else is covered up, so I can just bias bind those, or alternatively I could overlock them if I manage to use my overlocker. I guess we'll see. We all know I don't have a very friendly relationship with my overlocker. The next thing I'm going to make is another skirt. Now this is just 1 metre, these are both just 1 metre pieces, so they're really small. I want to make a couple of shorter skirts for the autumn winter to wear with black tights and little woolly jumpers, because I just think it looks cute. It's like a look that I kind of like. And then little boots as well. My god, now I'm kind of sad that summer's over, but I bloody love boots. Like, I don't know about you, boots are just makes autumn not so bad. But this is a viscose. This was £4.50 I think per metre, so this is just £4.50. It's coming up super overexposed again because it's so dark, but it kind of reminded me of some of the prints which they have in Topshop. They've got lots of dark florals, but I love red. Now red, I've got this month's Vogue as well, and it's got a whole spread on red, and I was just in love with it. Like, I do my little mood board and I was like ripping out every picture because I just love red, but this is a really nice way of wearing red, I thought. And I'm gonna make something really easy, probably just a little gathered up skirt, because I thought again it would look really cute with black tights. And it's quite wide, this, so I could actually get quite a good gather on it. I might use the Tilly and the Buttons Dominique skirt, the flared version, but I don't have enough to cut it on the bias, because that's actually a bias cut skirt, so but I could still use the pattern and not cut it on the bias, that'd be fine. Yes, I really am super excited about this one, because I don't know, it will take me about an hour to make, probably, or maybe 2, but I just feel like I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. And I love wearing viscose, particularly when it's sort of transitional. It doesn't cling to tights, I would say that for viscose, because cottons do, and they kind of ride up and it's super annoying. So yeah, those are the 2 skirts I want to make. So the next thing I'm in the market for, as it's getting a bit colder, is like a woolly winter weight knits, like sweater knits. And I've been looking and looking, and they're quite hard to come by, and I'm very reluctant to order them online because I feel like you kind of want to feel your sweater knits before you buy them. There's quite a few novelty ones, but let's be honest, there's a limit to the number of novelty jumpers that we need in our lives. But I found this one. Again, these are all 3 I bought together when I was in Fabricland. I think it was last week. And I found this and I was like, ooh, that actually is it just me? Have I lost the plot? I mean, I love stripes, as we all know. I'm a bit obsessed with stripes, but I thought this in a little cropped jumper could be just adorable. So I was thinking, yeah, of using this to make a jumper. Now, I would really love your guys' advice on cropped jumper patterns. Now, I've made some before. I've actually made a video of a tutorial of me making a crop jumper, but that one has like a scoopy neck. And I don't know, I kind of want to do something maybe with a higher neck with this one. So let me know down below your recommendations for, yeah, for jumper sewing patterns. That sounds a bit weird because people will probably say jumper knitting patterns, but jumper sewing patterns. Because I would really love your recommendations with this one. I was thinking Seamwork does one called the Astoria, I think it's the Astoria, is that correct? And I'll put a picture in here. I really like the Astoria jumper. I think like that would look super cute in the stripes. So that's one I'm very tempted by. And the last thing I'm making, so gosh, I'm going to be busy, aren't I? But I'm on holiday, so it's like, this is when I get most of my year's sewing done, is when I'm on holiday. So I've got these 3 fabrics for me, and I've got one more thing, which was all cut out in pieces. So I apologise, it's going to be a bit strange to see. Here's my sleeve. But I'm going to be making one last gingham thing. And I thought for transition, I've reasoned this with myself that I can justify somehow another gingham thing. For transitioning to autumn, it would be lovely because I'm going to be making a top. Now, I got this Simplicity pattern here in their sale. I think it was half price. Simplicity 8137. And it's a lovely wrap, dress and top. Lots of different options there that you can choose to use. I'll get the... You know what's weird about Simplicity? They don't put the line drawings on the pattern envelopes. That would be super helpful, Simplicity, if you're watching, which you're probably not. But anyway, there are the different options. I'm going to be making that top version, version C, but I'm going to whack that short sleeve from B on it and make it in a gingham, because I'll insert a picture here. I've seen loads of like gingham wrap tops around and I'm so inspired by them. I think they look absolutely awesome. Yeah, I just love them. So, and it's, you know what though, I would say, as I bought this thinking this is like a really easy sew, it's all fully lined. I was like, what? Apart from the peplum bit on it. The whole thing is lined, so it's actually not going to be as quick and easy as I originally thought it was. I mean, it's not going to be a difficult thing to make, but it's just kind of deceptively got a lot of pieces. I think it's got like over 10 pieces just in this top, and I was like, I miss being lazy. It's not that many, is it really? But you know how you think it's going to be like a quick and, not quick, but an easy-ish sew, and I was like cutting out for like an hour, like geez, where are all these pieces coming from? But anyway, I will share that one with you probably really soon. Do follow me over on Instagram, guys. I've got a new Instagram account because my one got hacked, which was super annoying. But anyway, I've got a new Instagram, so I'll leave it down below. It's still Rosabella Angelica, but there is now a dot in the middle in between Rosabella and Angelica because they wouldn't let me have my old one back, which is annoying. But anyway, so I've done that. And if you would like to stay up to date with what I'm making, that's kind of the best way to do it, because I mean, I love making videos, but I can't obviously do it every day. I wouldn't want to. You guys get very bored of seeing me. But I do Instagram quite often. And so you can see like works in progress and, you know, just what's on the sewing table, that kind of stuff. Anyway, the last thing I'll show you is I've started knitting. And I stayed with my parents for a few days. And my mum she's an incredible knitter. And they have a really nice wool shop. And I was in there and I got really overexcited. And was like, I want to knit a jumper. Just, I've tried this many times. So I've actually got like, I have a knitting basket. I can knit scarves really easily, but nothing else. So my mum has very kindly drafted me a pattern which only uses squares and rectangles. So I'm going to make like a really simple little cropped red jumper for the autumn winter. Picks this colour, which kind of matches these earrings pretty well. I love the colour red, as we said. So yeah, hopefully by the time I make my next video, this jumper will be done, because I finished the front and the back, which are identical rectangles, and at the moment I'm working on the sleeve. I actually just unraveled half a sleeve because it was just too, was trying it around my arm and it was too narrow, so I just increased it by 8 stitches, and now it should be wide enough. I'm using chunky wool because I'm impatient. That's not true. I'm actually a really patient person. I work with small children, I'm pretty patient, but you know, I like to see results. Like, I'm not a natural knitter, so I thought this is like my way into knitting, and I can build up to using like not chunky wool in time. But I'm really proud. Like, I feel like I've done quite well, and I'm really obsessed with audiobooks. So one of my favourite things to do now is like sit and listen to Harry Potter and knit. I don't know what that says about me, but I love it. It's making me very happy. Anyway, that's everything for today, guys. I do really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and click subscribe for new sewing vlogs. every week I aim for, but in reality it might be every 2 weeks. So yeah, I try my best, but sometimes, you know, life takes over, as you guys know. Anyway, tune in soon. I will show you what I have made. I'm really excited to share these things with you because they all look so pretty. And I think the boyfriend's shirt should be one of the first things we finish. So do follow me over on Instagram if you want to see those. Let me know down below what you're going to be sewing yourself for autumn, because I love this time of year. I feel like even though it's the end of summer, I've always been really into school, and I've always loved going to school. So September for me is like new pencil cases and new shoes, and like I kind of find it exciting. It's sort of the beginning, even though it's the end of summer, it's the beginning of something else. So it's nice. Let me know down below what you'll be making, and we can have a little chat. So I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.